Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today, as you may have guessed, we are going to talk about Etat libre d'orange, and more especially, let's say, their Orange Extraordinaire collection. So they released just one fragrance this year in this collection, which is Frustration. So I guess you heard about this one because I think this is the most famous now from this range. Yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed what they released from the beginning. So the other ones that they released really, or maybe it was 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know. Time flies. But okay, and this one is the last one. So this is not a blind buy because I already got a sample first. I really enjoyed my sample, and then yeah, I got a bottle of it at least. So I'm going to remove the paper, show you the presentation, and yeah, let's talk about the fragrance. Okay, so I've just removed the plastic paper. So these bottles are a bit different from the other ones from the let's say, usual collection. So they have this specific box with this specific, I don't know how you say, macaron. We say macaron in French, but and then you just have to take this little French flag to open the box. And you have the bottle inside with its little mirrors. I think it's really cute to have this presentation. I really enjoy the way they look like, but the more important here is that I really enjoy the way they smell. So, okay, let's talk about Frustration now. I don't know if you're supposed to pronounce it frustration or frustration, but okay, let's say it in French maybe. So I've just sprayed this one also because I still have a little sample of it. And okay, it's still really strong. So the whole collection is quite strong. They are eau de parfum, but they have a great longevity and sillage. Yeah, the projection, it depends on which one, but yeah, the projection can be strong or close to the skin, but I will talk a little bit about it for the other ones too. So what does this one smell? So if you love chestnut like me, I love this note in fragrances. That's why I was really drawn to this one, and I really love the way it smells. I love the chestnut note in this one. So the listed notes for this one are cumin, cinnamon, rum, vanilla essence, vanilla absolute, cyst absolute, chestnut, bourbon vetiver, and guaiacol. I guess guaiacol is something like a synthetic molecule to smell like gaiac wood, I guess. But yeah. So yeah, what I get the most from this one is indeed the chestnut. I'm not really bothered by the cumin. I can have it in the background, but it's not something that is bothering me in this one. Because if you know me, you know that cumin is not a note that I enjoy usually. It can have this body smell like, or sweat smell that I really don't like, you know. I don't put fragrance on to smell like sweat, so maybe some people does, but not me. And I love the way it's mixed with the vanilla and the rum. So in the end, what I get, the result is something gourmand, boozy. So I have something like a boozy vanilla with chestnuts, like I don't know, a fancy alcohol, a fancy cocktail that you could drink. Definitely reminds me of fall because you have really this comforting impression coming from the chestnut and the vanilla. And I just love this one. I love the way it smells. It's not too sweet. It has a hint of sweetness coming from the vanilla, I guess, and the chestnut, but it's not super sweet. It's boozy, but not super sweet. And in the evolution, it gets a bit more woody, but you still have lots of vanilla and yeah, and chestnut, and it's just lovely. I really enjoy this one. To be honest with you, I had great expectations from what was it, Madeleine by Masque Milano, and this fragrance has also the note of chestnut, I guess vanilla, but maybe like a cream also, like vanilla cream or vanilla milk with chestnut, and it has also the note of cumin, and I don't know why, but I didn't really like this one. Maybe it has something a bit sour. Maybe it was the cumin or the cream, because I'm not really into milky fragrances. Maybe that's why I didn't really enjoy it. But I definitely love this one, Frustration. This is definitely what I expected from Madeleine, and in the end I have it in this one. So I'm really, really happy about it. Definitely smells like fall in a bottle. I really love it. So I'm glad I got it now because it's still fall. I still have time to wear it, maybe at the beginning of December, I see. So what I will do now, I will just quickly try to compare it with some other fragrances that I have with the note of chestnut, because maybe you're interested in it and maybe you want to see if they are close, quite close, or yeah, if it's worth getting it. Maybe you have these other fragrances I'm going to talk about, and maybe you don't want to have something that is too similar. So yeah. So the first one I thought about is Noir exquis by l'Artisan Parfumeur. But okay, Noir exquis, I think I also have, yes, I have this coffee note, so I think it also has a woody base and vanilla, but the coffee note here takes it a little bit somewhere else. So let me compare both. Yeah, I have maybe something more like a sweet syrup and coffee from this one. Definitely less chestnut than in Frustration. Yeah, Frustration, that's a lot of chestnut from this one. Yeah, from Noir exquis I have maybe something more like a sweet syrup and coffee. Still really nice, but yeah, if you want more something like vanilla and chestnut, definitely you have it more in Frustration. Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, the next one I thought about is maybe By the Fireplace, because I know this one also has this note of chestnut. And yes, maybe this one is a bit more similar, but I have something like more wood in this one. Spicy, more spicy woods. I have something really spicy, a bit smoky, of course with this name, but spicy smoky woods with the chestnut. And let me go back to Frustration. No, I don't have anything like burnt wood or anything too spicy, let's say. Yeah, I would say this one is maybe more woody and spicy, less gourmand, definitely less gourmand than Frustration. Okay, and the last one I had in mind is a fragrance by Liquide Imaginaire, and this is Bête humaine. So I know this one also has the note of chestnut, and okay, I definitely get this note of chestnut, but this one I would say is more floral and green, and doesn't go at all in the same direction. Still really nice. I really like this one. The dry down of this one goes a little bit too into the masculine side for me, so it's a pity because I really liked the evolution, the beginning and the middle notes, let's say, but in the dry down it's becoming a little bit too masculine for me, and I wear masculine fragrances, but I don't know, this one is a yeah. But if I compare it with Frustration again, no, definitely I don't have anything boozy here, not really woody, I would say. I have this chestnut note, but it's really behind compared to the other notes here. It's really well blended with the rest to have this green, I don't know, green woody impression. This one is really unique. Doesn't really smell like gourmand to me, so yeah, I don't have the same impression from this one. So to me, definitely you could have these three and this one. They don't smell alike. Maybe the one which is the closer, maybe is this one, but still really at the beginning. But after that, I get more smoky woods, yeah, and less sweetness, so less gourmand definitely than Frustration. So at first when I tried it, I thought it was not that sweet, but comparing with the other one, I think it is sweeter than the other ones. Still, to me, it's completely unisex. I think it's coming from the boozy part, the fact that it has rum and this rum accord and the vanilla inside. But yeah, really like this one. It would be a great one for fall and winter for sure. Before jumping to the other ones, just a few words about the inspiration behind the name of it. So I think let's say not the perfumer, but the creator of the brand is really witty, really fun. Definitely has this French sense of humor. Sounds like a really interesting guy, and I really like his inspiration. This brand is really unique to me, and his fragrances are also really unique. So let's say the inspiration behind this fragrance, somehow he got the inspiration when he was hearing a song. And for him, yeah, let's sum up. Let's try to sum up his ideas, because he looks like he's full of ideas. So even when he's explaining the concept, in the end you say, yeah, that makes sense. But at the beginning you say, where is he going? But okay. So apparently he got the inspiration behind a song. And it was something like, I don't really remember the name of the song. But in the end, he got this word in his head, like frustration is needed. You need frustration in your life. This is something that keeps you moving, let's say, keeps you going further, going forward, because when you're frustrated, you want something. It's when you're alive and when you're moving. Let's try to sum up like this. And for him, when you're satisfied, it's when it's killing everything, you know. So it's good not to be satisfied and to be frustrated. Okay. Yeah, and there is a quotation that I really enjoyed from his website about this, his inspiration. It was, happy are the consumers of desire, unhappy the consumers of enjoyment. So I think this is what really summed up his concept behind this fragrance. Okay, so now let's talk about the other ones. So the first fragrance that I got from this brand, well, not from this brand, but from this collection, is Spice Must Flow. So this one was love at first sniff. It had nothing unique, let's say, but I really loved the quality of it and the blend. So I just fell in love with this one, and this was the first fragrance that I bought from this collection. And this was maybe one of the first which were released. They released at the beginning 3 fragrances, which were Spice Must Flow, 500 Years, and Experimentum crucis, something like that. And yes, I really enjoyed this one. So let's show you the bottle. Unfortunately, when I received it, the guy from the post just tried to put it and force my box. So he ruined a bit my little mirror. You don't see it, but yeah, it's completely ruined. Okay, so again, quite a pretty bottle. Let's spray it, and I'm going to talk to you about what it smells like. Okay, so this one is definitely stronger. Let's give it some time to set down. In the meantime, I think you can guess, this is also my guess, that the name was inspired by the movie Dune, because yes, when I see Spice Must Flow, and also the picture that they put on it's like quite cosmic thing, I don't know. So yeah, I think he took his inspiration from spices and from the movie Dune. But okay, so indeed what you expect is spices. This is a spicy fragrance, so definitely you need to enjoy spices to enjoy this one. So it has lots of pepper. I love fragrances with a kick, with a strong peppery kick. So I love when they have pink pepper, a little bit less black pepper. But yeah, here it's really peppery and I really enjoy it. It has also tons of cardamom, cinnamon, ginger and saffron. The saffron I would say a bit less. I still get it, but you know, for me saffron is also a spice that I enjoy, but you have to be careful about it. When you put too much saffron, it can be overbearing, so I don't know. And here mixed with the rose, so this is a Turkish rose which has this really sweet, bit jammy kind of yeah, a bit jammy rose with the spices, and it's really beautiful. Yeah, it's quite simple but really elegant. It smells quite Middle Eastern to me, so I think this whole collection is really Middle Eastern inspired, because the first fragrances that they released, the first 3 are rose fragrances but with this Middle Eastern vibe, and this is definitely what I get from this one too. Yeah, and it's lovely. Perfect also for fall and winter. Okay, so my next one, which was released at the same time than Spice Must Flow, is 500 Years. So apparently this one, the name was inspired by the Renaissance. Okay, I don't know much about it, but okay. And oh, it's a bit harder to open. Okay, and the bottle here, let me show you. So this one is quite new in my collection. I I don't know, I played a lot with my sample before deciding to get this one, because this is what I do now. Let's see if I enjoy my samples and if I wear the fragrance. So this one is barely sprayed because I just finished my sample and I've just decided to get this one. So what it smells like, let me spray it. Okay, the juice looked quite colored inside, so be careful if you spray it on your clothes because it looked yellow on the paper. Yeah, it looks quite oily. So yeah, this one is a beautiful rose also. So if you love rose, I think you will really enjoy the first ones that they release. As I said earlier, these two 500 years and Spice Mushroom are maybe not unique. Maybe we'll find some dupe, but they smell really like good quality to me. I really enjoy the ingredients, the way they smell. So this one is also a spicy rose. Let's say it has cardamom, saffron again, and Turkish rose like the other one. But it also has wood, it's ambery, and it also has the note of bergamot. And this, let's say, cacao. Yes, so in the end, it's what I get the most from this one. So this is some spices, the Turkish rose, and the cacao. So this is, I really get this a lot from this fragrance. This is quite rare that I enjoy, honestly, a fragrance with a note of chocolate or cacao, but I just have a few now, and this one is really nice. A beautiful rose, maybe a bit less sweet. It has a hint of sweetness, but I think it's coming from the Turkish rose and the saffron. It's giving this sweetness impression, but just a bit. It's also really comforting. I really like this one. Completely unisex also to me. And yeah, I really like this one. Let's see if I wear it more this season, so for this fall and winter this year. Okay, so the next one, I only have a sample of it because I think you can guess this is the one that I enjoy the less, maybe. So this was one of the first three that they released with Spice Mushroom and 500 Years. This is maybe the less unique of these three, but this is the one that I enjoyed the less. So this one is called Experimentum crucis, and I guess that let's say the inspiration behind the name was Newton and gravity. So I guess you can, I think you can guess what is the note inside this one. Yes, I think you understood that it has the note of apple. So this is really one of the strongest notes in this fragrance. And maybe not a great fan of the note of apple in fragrances if it's well mixed with some other notes, with some floral notes, for example. I love it in Un Jardin sur le Toit, for example, but in this one, I don't know. I'm not a great fan of it. So this one is the fruity fragrance of the bench. It has also a note of lychee, and it's pretty sweet. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So it has also rose and jasmine, and I don't know, there is something that I don't like in this one. I'm wondering if it doesn't have also this note of cumin, and if it's much more present here. To me it smells a bit like sweat and armpit, but with some apple deodorant on it, you know. I'm really sorry, but to me it smells like almost like a toilet spray. I'm really sorry about what I'm saying, because I know that this is the one that usually people prefer, but I don't know if this is something about the fruity notes mixed with this cumin and this. There's something like a bit animalic behind, but a bit body-like, other, I don't know. Yeah, so sorry. And the other notes are supposed to be also honey, patchouli, and musk, but to me, maybe this is the musk. The musk is like a dirty musk with some fruity notes, and I don't know, I really don't like that. So I'm really sorry. This one didn't work for me, but it's still well made, but not for me. It's a pass. Okay, and my last one that I wore lately, and I really enjoy this one, is Soul of My Soul. So I guess the inspiration behind this one is about soulmate. And this is an expression apparently that is used, soul of my soul, that is used in the, how do you say in English? Is it 1001 Nights? Yeah. So yeah, it's funny because in French we don't say soulmate, we say something like, we say âme sœur, it's like a sister soul. Yeah. So, okay, whatever. So this one, let me open the box again. Yeah, this one is the yellow bottle. You see that this one is the one that I used the most so far, because I just love this one. So I tried it and it was love at first sniff also. This is one that was released after the first three, which were, yeah, Spice Must Flow, 500 Years, and this Experimentum crucis that I don't really enjoy, but okay. And this one, okay, let me spray it first. Oh, yeah, so I love the opening in this one. This one, the opening has a kick with a lovely bergamot. I love the bergamot in this one. It's really pretty. And yeah, the pink pepper, I have bergamot and pink pepper in the opening, which is really great. It's really giving a kick to this fragrance and has a bite, you know. It's really spicy and I really like that. And after that it's getting really softer and comforting. I already see the iris peering through. It's so beautiful. I love the note of iris also in this one, and it's getting really soft, like a soft thread, like a supple leather almost, but more like a thread with iris. And I know that it has also, yeah, I get some vanilla, but the vanilla here is not the star of the show, I'm going to say. I think it's more about the iris. Yeah, sorry if I make some weird sounds, it's because I'm sniffing my little paper like crazy, because I really love this one. Yeah, I really love it. And yeah, I love the iris butter here. It's really like, oh, you want to dive into it. I don't take a bath with it. Yeah, so, and it has also, yeah, so this woody vanillic base, which is lovely. And yeah, just love it. Completely unisex too. The whole collection is unisex. Why am I saying that? But yeah. Yeah, and I think it has tonka too and benzoin, because it's really giving this warm, comfy base with the iris. I really love this one. So this is one that I compared also in a video with the Baby Cat and the last Penhaligon's. That's not the last one now, but it's this Arthur Penhaligon's. I don't remember exactly the name now, but okay. So if you're interested, I will put also this video in the description box. Okay, so I think this is it for this whole collection. Okay, so that's it for the collection. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, this review of the collection. And yes, tell me also if you've tried any of these fragrances, which one will you really enjoy, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye!